Hi, everyone. This is Carolyn Speaks, the State of our World on Friday, September 9th, 2022. So, what is it? Good, better, and different, all three. What are some of the things that have happened today in the news? Okay. 2021 Nobel Literature Prize winner Abdul Razak Gurna on colonization and the power of language. Okay. Of course, Queen Elizabeth has passed away, and uh, the British Empire was based on colonization. So that's it's very. He's a Tanzanian novelist, and uh, he he's the first Black African writer to win the prize since 1986. Uh, his work talks about displacement, migration, and historical moments that create us. And the British Empire is a story in colonization. Amid tributes to Queen Elizabeth, the deadly legacy of British colonialism cannot be ignored. Okay, the British colonialism, deadly legacy. Uh, Slavery and racism and all kinds of grave inequality. So, I don't know, but it's a lot of legacy there. And Appalachians protest mentions Mountain Valley Pipeline Plan. Senator Sanders decries disaster side deal. Because Senator Manchin agreed to support the major Biden legislation if he got permission to have a side deal to have the Mountain Valley Pipeline go through Appalachia, and that is not good. So people in Appalachia don't want this dirty pipeline. So we'll see what happens there. Okay. Mansion is not that popular. Okay. Now, what are some of the minor headlines? Climate crisis brings fire and floods to California's global temperature records fall. And Senator Manchin's dirty side deal. Climate protesters condemn Democrats permitting reforms. Okay. And U.S. pledges another $2.7 billion in military aid to Ukraine. Okay, war, and war. Anti-war groups plan week of protests demanding diplomatic end to the war in Ukraine. I agree. Britain's Queen Elizabeth II dies at 96 after 7 decade reign. Thank you for your service. UK Prime Minister Liz Truss lifts fracking moratorium, calls for shale gas drilling. That's great. Another environmentalist. Ugh, she's a disaster. And the new king will be Charles, Queen Elizabeth's son, and he's an environmentalist. So, and fracking is very bad. Fracking is extremely bad. So, I don't know, but they're going to do that. And South Carolina lawmakers vote to further restrict abortion. Okay, that's very nice of them, not taking into consideration what women want. South Carolina Senate failed to pass a total ban on abortion, that it would have prohibited the procedure without exceptions for rape and incest, but lawmakers approved more restrictions to the existing state law, which bans abortion after 6 weeks. That law is currently blocked by the South Carolina Supreme Court due to ongoing litigation. Uh, South Carolina Senate has proposed to reduce the time rape and incest survivors have to seek an abortion from 20 to 12 weeks. That's generous of them. My body, my choice. Okay. Now, Michigan voters will determine fate of abortion rights in November referendum. That's good. That's a very popular issue now after what the Supreme Court did. Okay. And uh, DOJ, Department of Justice appeals special master plan ruling over classified documents held by Trump. So, yeah, Trump is trying to stall this whole thing, but hold him accountable. Steve Bannon surrenders to face New York charges of donor fraud and money laundering. That's great. Hold him accountable. Lock him up for good. DNC panel rejects ban on dark money campaign contributions. Okay, that's not good. I don't know. I'm not sure, but they rejected a proposal to ban dark money funding during primary. So I don't know if that's good or bad. And New York, new vaccine shows high efficacy against malaria in clinical trial. That's good. North Korea alters nuclear policy to allow for first strike. That's bad. Uh, well, the problem with North Korea goes back to World War II and Japan wreaking havoc throughout Asia and never really being held accountable for what they did to countries like North Korea. So, okay. No tech for apartheid. Amazon and Google workers protest $1.2 billion deal with Israel. I agree with that. And I don't know what's going to happen. Hold Israel accountable. Ukraine considers closing Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant amid heavy fighting. Good. Russia accused of forcibly relocating up to 1.6 million Ukrainians. I hope they will be able to get home. So I don't know. Uh, so what are we going to do about that? Have to hold Russia accountable. Russia should not be on the Security Council. Okay. Secretary of State Blinken visits Kyiv, pledges billions in new U.S. aid to Ukraine. That's good. U.S. tests nuclear capable intercontinental ballistic missile. And where was this done? Okay. That's nice. Oh, so we need more nuclear weapons. Okay. Now, so lots happening in the world. So that's a lot of things that are happening on today, Friday, September 9th, 2022. How about a little song? Okay. Close the door, light the lights. We're staying home tonight, far away from the bustle and the bright city lights. Let them all fade away. Just leave us alone, and we'll live in a world of our own. We'll build a world of our own that no one else can share. Our troubles will leave far behind us there. And I know we will find such peace of mind when we live in a world of our own. World of Our Own was written by Tom Springfield of the Springfield Folk Group, which included Sister Dusty Springfield, who went on to become an international singing star. It was recorded by Dusty Springfield and also by the Seekers. Thank you for tuning in this evening of Friday. September 9th, 2022, for another Mean Carolyn Speak State of the World. Hope you join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe. Wear a mask, practice social distancing, and the vaccine is available for you. It's safe for you to take it. I would take it. Had mine, the Johnson & Johnson one shot, and I've been looking around for a booster. As a result, I had two sore arms. I was tired for weeks, and it was fine. Okay. All right. Remember, thank you. September 9th, 2022. Good night. Take care of yourself and others. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night. Stay safe.